My earrings just broke. Hello there, you person watching this video. My name is Jess. If you are new here and if you've been following me for a while, you already know who I am. I am 23 years old. I am an Aquarius. I love long walks on the park. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm from Los Angeles, California, but I live in Georgia. I love to eat potatoes, and I have a nut allergy, which is what we will be talking about today. My nut allergy. Okay, so I'm just gonna get straight into it because you guys know I can ramble. So let's just start. This is gonna be my nut allergy story, or how I would say how I discovered my nut allergy, pretty much story. Yeah. So if you guys don't know what a nut allergy is, I guess I will put up the actual definition here. But pretty much is when you have an allergy to anything, your body can react to it if you consume it, or sometimes if you smell it, or sometimes if it gets on your skin. Some allergies are more severe than others. If you have severe allergy like me, you have to carry around what is known as an EpiPen. Let me go get it real quick. Dun, da, da, da. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like this, pretty much. It's a thing that you inject in your leg. You can have an allergy to anything food, and if you consume it or smell it, you come in contact with it, it can cause a reaction such as hives and breakouts. It can also make you, if you're really allergic to it, it can close up your throat and you could potentially die, and it's very serious. So today I'm just gonna be sharing with you guys my crazy nut allergy story, because I really feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. I don't really see many people talk about nut allergies on YouTube or social media at all. Maybe I'm not looking, but I feel like there's not like a whole bunch of people. And also, I barely come in contact with people who have nut allergies, so sometimes, you know, it can feel like I'm like the only one in this world dealing with this issue, even though I know I'm not. But you know, I have a peanut and tree nut allergy. I'm more allergic to tree nuts than peanuts, but I decided to stay away from all nuts because ain't nobody got time for accidents around here. Not me. I do not play that. So I would rather just not risk my chance and never eat a nut again in my life, rather than risking my life and just playing. No. Alright, so let's rewind back. I don't even know how many years ago it was. So I am a person who grew up, when I came out of the womb, when I was born on January 24th, 1996, I was not allergic to anything. Yeah, I wasn't allergic to anything. I was just living my best life, just eating whatever I wanted. The good days, the good days. No, but I was eating whatever I wanted. I ate peanuts, I mean, I don't really know if I ate tree nuts often, but I knew I eat a lot of peanuts. Maybe almonds sometimes, maybe pistachios, maybe. But I ate a lot of peanuts. I was eating peanut butter. I used to eat Nutella that had hazelnut in it. Anyways, fast forward. I grew up. I wasn't allergic to anything. Fast forward to, I think it was high school. Yeah, fast forward. I think it was high school where my mom had those gold chocolate circle candies called, I think they're called Ferrero Rocher or something like that. And that was the day that changed my life for the worst, all because of a simple candy. But let me get to it. Okay, so let me paint the picture. Okay, so I see my mom. You know, sometimes when your parents have candy or stuff, and you always ask for it. Can I have some? Can I have some? Can I have some, Mom? Please, please, please. And they're like, no, no, no. And you keep asking, obviously, until you get on their nerves, and they're just like, okay, whatever. Or they just, I don't know, smack you or something. I'm just kidding. And I had never tried that before. So I was like, you know, really, I guess, bugging her about it. And she was like, okay, you could just take it with you to school. So I think she let me take one. And mind you, I've never taken any. So I'm like, yes, I'm so happy. I got my candy that I never tried. I mean, obviously I didn't make a big deal out of it, but you know, it's chocolate. I mean, come on, as a high school kid, my mom let me have one of her sacred chocolates. So I don't know, I was just like, cool. So I don't know what happened, but maybe I forgot about it because it wasn't until like my last period, my last class of that day, of that school day, where I decided, oh, I remember that I had the candy, and I think I ate it really quick before class started or something like that. And I don't even remember. The crazy thing about it is I have no idea how it tasted. Like, I can't even remember the taste. It's like my mind kind of like freaking just closed out that part of my memory because I literally could not tell you how it tasted. Even though it was only one, it was a long time ago, maybe it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, so I ate the candy, whatever. I'm assuming it was good. And I'm just sitting in class, listening to the teacher. I think I was in my Spanish class. And I was just listening to the teacher. I feel like I was wearing like a little fuzzy shirt, like kind of like this, but it was like a sweater type of, I think it was a jacket. So I'm just, you know, sitting in class and I feel like a little itch on like my back area right here. And I just, you know, obviously whenever you feel an itch, what do? Scratch it, of course. So I just, without thinking, just scratched it and then moved on with my day. And I kept listening to the teacher, you know, pretending like I was paying attention, taking notes, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it happened again, and I'm just like itching, and I guess as you know what I mean, I'm not really paying attention, I'm just like itching. I'm like, maybe this fuzzy, I'm probably thinking in my head like, dang, this jacket is pretty itchy. So I'm just itching, and then I start feeling itchy on, I forget, it was somewhere on my face I was feeling itchy. And to the point to where I was like, okay, something's weird. Let me check myself. So I got my mirror, because I'm like, why am I so itchy? Like, I felt like maybe there was something, I cannot remember if it was my eye. I can't remember exactly where I was itchy at. Maybe my forehead or something. But yeah, and it's crazy because speaking of itch, I just put on some eyeshadow today. It was just the same eyeshadow I always wear, but for some reason, it's like really irritated. Like I could feel it, which I probably should take this off because that's probably not good. But I feel like it's just really irritated right here. So it's kind of sending me flashbacks in a sense. I'm being over dramatic. Okay. So yeah, I'm like starting to feel a little itchy in my face. So I'm like, okay, what the heck? So I like reach in my bag and see if I have a mirror. Okay, found a mirror. Great. And I pull out the mirror and I look and I see some bumps forming. Like, I think it was my forehead. Let's just go with that. I don't have the best memory. And especially for things like that, I try not to remember horrific. So I look and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on with me? Like I see some bumps and I don't remember what I do, but I'm just like, what the heck? Like I just think it's kind of weird. And then I'm still feeling itchy right here, so I end up like moving it and I see bumps over here too. And these are not just like regular bumps. I mean, first of all, if you just see bumps appear on your skin and you didn't even have that before, that is a little weird, and you're feeling itchy, so it's like weird. So fast forward, I'm just really itchy. I'm just getting more itchy as the seconds go by, or itchier as the seconds go by, and yeah, I feel it on my face and stuff like that, and I keep checking my face. My face is like really starting to like break out. Like I'm starting to get hives over my face, like circle red dot looking things. I just remember being like really like nervous and like, what the heck is wrong with me, or what's going on, or like just thinking in my head and like looking at the clock like, okay, can we hurry up this, like go with this class? I need to hurry up and get home so I can tell my mom like what the heck's going on with me, because I don't know what's going on with me and this is weird, and where are these bumps coming from and why am I itchy? So yeah, I like by the end of the class, when the bell finally rang, my face was so infected by whatever it was, or I had a bunch of hives, so many hives on my face. It's a mirror right here. I need to move it because I keep looking at myself. Let me move this mirror. Better. So my face had so many bumps on it, I had to literally put my hood on and walk and pretty much run to the buses as quick as I could to get there, because I was like just freaking out. Like I just didn't know what the heck was wrong with me, and people were trying to talk to me and I didn't want them to see my face, obviously, so I was just like running, just sprinting to the bus with my hood on, with my head down, and finally, yeah, got on the bus, got home. By the time I got home and I took off my clothes, because by the time I got home, I was just itchy all over, and I was just like, I don't know, like, I just ended up taking off my clothes. My whole body looked like it was freaking infected by a whole bunch of chicken pox, and just really looking very gross. Like, I wish I took a picture of it low-key, because I just couldn't believe that. Like, imagine your whole body just being covered with, like, circle red dots, pretty much. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was kind of like red, but yeah, I mean, I'm black, but you know, I could still see the redness in it, okay? Just like a whole bunch of hives, pretty much. I was breaking out in hives. So as I get home, my mom's not there, but my dad is there, and he tells me to like lay down or something like that. Or actually, no, I call my mom and I tell her about it, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna get home as soon as I can, and I just lay down. And I think maybe I go to sleep or something like that. I don't remember, which is crazy. I went to sleep. Like, I mean, I didn't know. Like, of course, whenever anything happens, you're sick or you're feeling off or whatever. Obviously, I feel like the biggest thing in my household was to like drink some water, maybe take some medicine, and go to sleep. But since this never happened in my household, or never happened to me, it was just like, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I need to sleep it off. So I feel like maybe I like took a short nap. Again, which is really crazy, because thankfully it wasn't like worse. My throat didn't close up or something like that. Or I don't know. Maybe did I take a nap? I don't remember. But I remember laying down. And by the time my mom got here, I still had like a little bit of hives. And then we went to the hospital. And yeah, I went to the doctor. And the doctor said that, obviously the doctor, whenever you experience any allergic reaction, then I didn't even know what the heck, I didn't even think of a reaction, or I was allergic to something. The doctor's asking me, so what did you eat, and blah, 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 the normal questions. And I guess we find out that it was the Ferrero Rocher, because that was the first time I ever had that candy before. And so he was like, it's probably something in the candy. And it's like, obviously we didn't think of nuts initially because I've eaten nuts before. Did he give me an EpiPen then? I don't remember if he gave me an EpiPen then. It's been a long time, okay? But I'm assuming he gave me an EpiPen and just sent me home. I don't know what he did, if he injected some medicine. I don't remember. But I was good. He asked me, my throat felt like it was closing. Thankfully, it didn't. I feel like I eventually went to the doctor and they did do a blood check on me. And they did discover that I do have a tree nut. And they gave me a list of everything I was allergic to. And tree nuts and peanuts were on there. And so, yeah, just seeing that. Initially, I kind of really didn't take it seriously. I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't know. I was just like, okay, I guess I'm allergic to peanuts and tree nuts. But it wasn't like a big thing to me until one day I was out with my boyfriend. And one of my favorite places to eat was Five Guys. And if you guys know anything about Five Guys, they serve most of their food in peanut oil. But, and thinking back now, why the heck would I? See, that's how you know I wasn't taking it serious. We ate there. Everything was fine. I think I really liked the fries there. So my boyfriend had some fries, but he didn't like finish them. So I was like, oh, can I have some of your fries? And so I'm eating his fries. And I really, now that I'm thinking about it, I really don't want to talk about this because it just brings me back flashbacks that I just don't, like, I kind of just pushed in the back of my head. And I was thinking about getting him on camera to tell this story because he was there and it was kind of like a crazy moment a little bit for us, but whatever. But yeah, so we get in the car. So mind you, I had a burger, and then I had my set of fries, and I had his set of fries. And so we get in the car, we're on our way to, I don't even know where we're going. But I feel like when I swallow, it's like I feel like my tonsils are like swollen or something. Because it's like when I'm swallowing, it's like I'm swallowing something like big. Like there's something in the way. And at first it's weird to me. So I'm like, what the heck? Maybe I'm thirsty. I drink a little water or something. And that didn't help. And then I'm like, oh shoot. Am I having a reaction right now? And I tell my boyfriend and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have my EpiPen with me. And he's like freaking out. And then I'm just like, this is just, I don't even want to talk about this, to be honest, because honestly, not even overreacting. I saw there obviously like there's like the mirror, like the rearview mirror on the side, and the window was down, and I rolled the window down because I started panicking as soon as I realized I didn't have my EpiPen with me, and the feeling wasn't going away with me like swallowing, and yeah, so I just like rolled the window down, and as the window's down, because I'm like, I just need air, my boyfriend's like panicking. I'm like, okay, go to my house and step on it. And he's like driving like a maniac, running hecka red lights, just doing a whole bunch of illegal stuff just because he's freaking out. And I'm over here like I'm just like freaking out, because I'm just thinking like, oh my gosh, is this the end? And then it's like I remember seeing myself in the rearview mirror. I just remember like looking at myself and like just waiting for whatever it to happen next, just to happen, and my throat was gonna close up, I don't know, but I was just like, I felt like I wasn't accepting it, but I was just like, in a sense, like, okay, well, I can't do nothing now, like, just wait. And then I thought to call my mom, and I was like calling my mom, and I told her about what was going on. She was like, okay, just drink a lot of water, drink a lot of water, drink a lot of water. I think she said because that helps to flush, maybe some, I don't know if that's technically true, but I just started chugging water like crazy. So, yeah, I'm just drinking water, and my boyfriend's just flying, panicking, like, and he's like, are you okay? And it was just like a lot of commotion going on. And I'm just there like thinking like, this is going to be the end. Like, how is it going to feel when my throat closes all the way? Like, I don't know. It's just like a terrible, like, I just don't like thinking about it. Anyways, somehow, some way, we make it to my mom's. or my house or whatever, and then I grabbed my EpiPen, and I don't have to use it because by then, like, I don't even know how many minutes had passed, but by then the feeling in my throat had went down. Because when I tell you I was drinking a lot of water, guys, I was drinking a lot of water, and I was like chugging that water. So because it was in the car, thankfully. And yeah, so by the time I got there, my symptoms, that feeling in my throat, went down, or was kind of all the way gone, and I didn't feel the need to like use my EpiPen because I wasn't feeling anything anymore, really. And yeah, it was just crazy because my boyfriend just like, I think we grabbed my EpiPen and then we went to wherever we were gonna go or something like that. I think we were going to his house, but he couldn't even make it all the way to his house. He like drove to some like spot that we used to always go to like oversee it was like just a nice area that had a nice view. And he went there and he literally like busted out crying, which bless his heart. Oh my gosh. I mean, he just busted out crying and he wasn't saying anything the whole ride there, like after we left my mom's and made sure I was okay and I had my EpiPen. He didn't say anything on the whole ride to our secret spot or whatever. And I was just like, are you okay? I was just looking at him, and then as soon as we got there, he just like busted out crying, and I was just like, oh my gosh, why are you crying? So I guess he was just trying to hold it together for me that whole time, and then just after everything, it just came out, whatever his emotions, he was just like really told me how he was just really scared, blah blah blah. And yeah, I think we both just sat there and I started crying because I mean, seeing my boyfriend, I think that was my first time seeing him cry. Maybe not, I don't know. He's a Scorpio, so you know, he's a crier sometimes, not like over ridiculous stuff, but just, you know, he doesn't mind showing his feelings. We just sat there crying, and I was just like, wow, I can't believe this really happened. And that was the beginning of the biggest change in my life, to my mental, to my health, to the way I just looked at life and the things that I could eat and just crazy stuff. And yes, I was a lot more aware of the severity of my reaction, and I don't even know what the heck that was, because I feel like maybe it was just like a mini reaction, because I feel like usually if your throat is closing up, it happens like really quick, and I don't know if water would help. I don't know. So somehow, some way, the water that I drank helped. And thank God, I was okay. And maybe because I'm not that allergic to peanuts too, I am mainly super allergic to tree nuts, but I have like a small allergy to peanuts as well. So maybe because my allergy wasn't that like big or whatever to peanuts. So yeah, so ever since that day, I made sure I took my EpiPen with me, and that was the start. And that scar, what am I saying? That moment, that day, scarred me for the rest of my pretty much life from then on. And that's what started my anxiety, which I currently have, and I'm a lot better now. But unfortunately, after just realizing that this wasn't a game and I really had to pay attention to everything that I ate now, and it just kind of like made me very anxious, like just a very anxious person. And also it changed my eating. I wasn't like eating that well after, and yeah, I just had really bad anxiety and just bad relationship with food overall. And after that, it was just a whole big journey. So that could be in part 2, what happened as far as me when I discovered my anxiety, when my anxiety started getting bad, my food eating, like I lost a lot of weight because I was at one point only eating potato chips because I knew for a fact that I was comfortable with eating it and it didn't have any peanuts in it or tree nuts. But I would stop eating like my mom's cooking or certain things, so I felt like it maybe had hidden peanuts in it, and it was just a lot of crazy stuff, and I lost a lot of weight, and I was just super anxious and just super like sick and tired. And at one point, like I even like threw up because I like literally wasn't eating enough, and it was just like a whole bunch of crazy stuff that's going on to later on in life. And yeah, it's just been like, and I've had like panic attacks literally over just freaking out that I had accidentally consumed a peanut or a tree nut, whatever. I can't go anywhere without my EpiPen. It's just like, there's just so much that having a peanut allergy or tree nut allergy, whatever, and suddenly in my life, after being able to eat whatever I wanted and now being restricted to certain things, it really did change my life. Yeah, so if you guys want to know more about that, I feel like this video is already super long and I'm trying to like cut it. So if you would like to know more about my allergy and stuff like that, or maybe I do want to start talking about my anxiety as well and my panic attacks, I feel like a lot more people could relate to that as well. If you would like me to talk about that, let me know in the comments below, or put out any questions you may have, and I can answer those questions in like a part 2 video. But yeah, so that's that though. That is the story of how I discovered my peanut/tree nut allergy and almost nearly died. Or at least I thought. But I'm here to share my story, and I can't wait to finally kind of open up about certain things like this that I never really talked about, because we all know I'm creative and all, and I do my hairstyles, and I love that part of being creative and stuff like that, but I mean, I'm a human and I actually go through things, so I would like to share that with you guys. Yeah. Alright, hope you enjoyed.